Here in Nashville for the 7th Country Music Marathon and Half Marathon. I think it says a lot about the city of Nashville, what it has to offer.
And welcome back to the NFM Podcast, coming to you from the Game Day Men's Health Studio. And I am Terry Barga. I am your host, and I'm also co-owner of NFM along with Roy Mangrum. And I'm here today with my boy, Ben. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself? I'm doing great. It's a great day.
It's a great day.
Phenomenal. The weather's nice. Great things are happening.
Yeah, great things are happening. Why are you here today? Do you know?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Chat Fit.
We got some exciting stuff.
We do have some good stuff.
We have an expansion in brewing, currently brewing.
Yes.
So very exciting. Yes, we're this is the official announcement. Nashville Fit Media Marketing Magazine is now expanding to Chattanooga. So it'll be Chattanooga Fit Media. It'll be actually Chattanooga Media Marketing. Magazine will be a little later if we do it. It's kind of I think we're kind of undecided on it. But yeah, so tell people about it. Tell people what you're excited about. Tell them what you're building.
Yeah. So I'll go back into my experience with Nashville Fit.
Yeah, go for it.
And what I saw with what you guys were doing. I heard of you guys. I saw their magazine, but it was the first time I went to a seminar for coaching, and just seeing what you guys brought to the table and how you guys focus on community and collaboration and creating an environment where individuals can, it's like a one-stop shop where I can go to Nashville Fit if I want to go and find a personal trainer or find the local events or learn some knowledge about, the industry or nutritional, pro or tips and whatnot. So seeing that and seeing how impactful it was here in Nashville, I me and you, started talking. I was like, hey, I'm moving down to Chattanooga. I would love an opportunity to create this down there. It has such a positive effect here in Nashville, and I wanted to bring that positivity down to Chattanooga.
Yeah, and this is not your, to your credit, this is not your first thing you've led.
Yeah,
you've come from the military.
Yep.
You talk about your military experience. And maybe talk a little bit about post-military because you do some executive coaching as well.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Let's talk about that.
So I enlisted in the United States Army in 2008. And after that, I just kind of, sprinted. I was able to earn my Green Beret in 2011. And I arrived at 5th Special Forces Group and shortly thereafter. And, I just continued to lead and continue to build my skill set. Been to a lot of hard schools, a lot of difficult schools, whether it's the physical ones like Ranger School or the mental ones, and I enjoyed it. And one thing that the military has is community, and I just thrived in building relationships, and I just fell in love with working with people, whether it's stateside or over in the Middle East. I've deployed 8 times to the Middle East, so I've been there quite frequently, and coming back, and medically retiring late 2024, I knew that I wanted to start something. And so I started a coaching consulting business, and that kind of spawned into working with some pretty awesome individuals. And I wasn't going to stop there. So coming down to Chattanooga is just something that I'm passionate about. My son lives down there. And I just can't wait to watch him grow up and build something that's beneficial to all.
Yeah, I think the key thing you said there was leadership and community.
Yes.
So I'm very excited about what you're going to create down there. I know you've already been working hard on it. Got a lot of good headway made. Talk about some of the relationships that you've already started to foster down there in Chattanooga.
Yeah,
maybe little, but we're starting.
So. Yeah, absolutely. And Chattanooga is a very active city. You got the mountains there. You have South Side and south of the river, and then you have North Shore, and every part of the area that I've looked at, they have everywhere from CrossFit gyms to regular gyms to health and wellness facilities, chiropractors and whatnot. And it's just something that I'm passionate about. And, I've talked to a couple of gym owners. I've talked to, a couple individuals that are just, well known in the community, and they're excited. And I'm excited to get down there and just, just help where I can help and build that be the leader of an industry that needs some consolidation. There's so much data now we have at our fingertips, and it can oftentimes be overwhelming.
Oh, for sure.
So one-stop shop, you go there and you can get what you need, whether it's on Instagram or the website. It's something where you can get the information you need in a quickly, timely manner, and continue to live that healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, absolutely. And which aligns with our core values.
Yeah.
Like our core values, the most important part, it's our tagline really, is that we exist to make Middle Tennessee a healthier place. And now with this expansion, you're giving us the ability to do that in the South as well. So I'm excited to see what you can get going. Yeah. We've been working hard on getting everything up and getting you up to speed. It is all about, you're in the relationship building phase now. It's like, so like if you're listening to this podcast and you're somehow connected to Chattanooga, or maybe you're listening to this from Chattanooga, Ben is going to be who you're going to want to reach out to start building this collaborative network that we're looking forward to activating all throughout that community. And with that express goal of making health and fitness accessible, right? To all budgets, ethnicities, all levels of humanity. We want to make it accessible. We want to make it simple. And we've got a couple ways we're going to do that. How is one?
Ooh.
Pop quiz.
Yeah. So information, right?
Yeah.
And giving that the reader on the website or on Instagram, quick information that's not going to, you're not reading a book. I'm not going to post or add a book to the website. However, the stuff that's relevant and the stuff that you need to learn or know or understand to continue to live that healthy lifestyle, or to get yourself into that healthy lifestyle, right? I don't, like you said, all walks of life. If someone, wants to start, where do you start, right? And that taking that step forward is often the hardest thing to do. But if you want to just elevate, or you hit a plateau and you want something different, right? Then come check it out and see, what I can do to help. And then secondly is highlighting the men and women who sacrifice their time, effort, and energy to help individuals. These trainers out there are, that it's hard work. And, oftentimes you see a trainer at a gym and they're doing, training with an individual. Well, before that, they had to write the plan. They had to get to know the individual. How can I better assist this person, right? And just we want to add a platform to recognize that effort that they're doing.
And you guys are going to build something similar to what we have here. Mind you, we are also a marketing company, so we can give access and help with information by having the underwriting of our advertising and marketing partners. To which I'd like to thank Music City Muscle Gym, Game Day Men's Health, Social Indoor, and our new official energy drink of the Nashville Fit magazine, Black Rifle. Pretty excited about
Good
that.
Good stuff. I like it. And it's veteran founded. And I've seen there's a big veteran presence in Chattanooga, which is great. A lot of mixture of individuals, and that's awesome. And that's going to be so amazing just to see it develop and grow collectively.
Yeah, so there's a couple of things that you've got outside of the website, obviously Instagram. One of the cool things we're working on for y'all is something we're working on for us too. So if you're listening to this, we may have already popped it out there underneath the radar. But Nashville Fit is working on an app. We'll be releasing that very, very soon. So there's a lot more detail to come on that. But that app, on its basis, is featured workouts and nutrition. So those are the big ones, trying to make all that as accessible as possible. But you'll also be able to find a full directory of all the industry here locally, as well as we're going to have our own pseudo radio station on the on the app as well. So we'll be able to get discounts and coupons on there. Some freebies will be in the apps. We're doing the same thing for Chat Fit. We're building those relationships now so that we can feature that same type of information. So very excited about that. But you are also working with Christian on something too. I don't want to say it before you do. So what?
The Mind Muscle Mission Podcast.
Yes. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So, I being a veteran, and Christian obviously being a veteran as well, we see a lot of podcasts out there, and podcast is becoming very, very popular, for rightfully so, right? Okay. And we wanted to add something and add our experiences to this, and add and highlight other veterans. Additionally, we wanted to highlight the nonprofits out there, because there are a lot of nonprofits out there. And coming from experience, when I was all throughout my 17 years, I didn't really know much about nonprofits. I didn't know what they provided. And now when I'm retired, I see there's so many nonprofits out there, and they're one of the very hardworking organizations that are doing amazing things to help these veterans. Sure. So I want to highlight them. I've worked with a lot of holistic approach nonprofits, right? And so they're out there. And what better way to use a podcast platform to inform, the people that, just because I live in Chattanooga doesn't mean I can't contact a nonprofit, in Colorado and see what they have, either if it's, retreats or, some counseling or different holistic approaches that are new. Right. And they're definitely beneficial, whether or not you struggle with PTS or any related injury that you sustained during the military service. They're out there and they're willing to help. So yeah, that's something I'm really excited for, is getting these nonprofits on there to really explain their core mission. Yeah. Because you can't really fully understand where they're coming from until that you sit down and hear their passion to help these veterans.
No, I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be really, really cool. I think it's a great addition to to what we're doing here. I think it's cool that you're doing with Christian, which we're saying his name like everyone knows. Christian Pennington, who does he's a vet who works for us and does the video photography work for the magazine. So I love that you guys are teaming up and giving veterans a voice. Yes, really. In that way, and encouraging veterans to share their stories and helping them kind of find who they are, because that a lot of guys feel lost.
Yeah. So if you're a veteran in Chattanooga, reach out to me, or I'm going to reach out to you and find you.
I believe that, Mr. Bray. So that's awesome. Well, tell everybody how they can be a part of the movement down there in Chattanooga. So how can they follow you?
Yeah, so you can follow me on Instagram, chatfit.tennessee, TN, or you can email me, ben@chatfit.com. Those are the two ways right now that we can you can really reach out to me. And then as the website should be there by the time I'm down there, and the app comes, I'll definitely inform everyone. And if you have events going on, let me know. Yeah. I'd love to go out there to interview, to talk, to let you, tell us about what you got going on. And then I'd love to just volunteer and help out in any way I can.
Yeah, I love it. One of the cool things that's made all this possible is our partnership with WellPoint. Yes. And that, the syncing up and the timing of that to heading down to Chattanooga is mind-blowingly convenient. Yes. So we're thankful for partners like WellPoint Healthcare. They're partnering with us to help bring fitness to the make it more accessible and bring it to low income families. So we're excited to work with them on that level. We're working with them on quarterly events all across the state. So WellPoint, you guys are doing big things. Kudos to y'all for wanting to do this.
Yes, and helping.
Yeah,
right?
and kind of helping with this whole expanding idea. So it's very, very cool. Well, Ben, you want to leave anybody with any last words?
Coming down to and being in a new city, I'm looking forward to it. If there's anything that I can do to help, just let me know. Reach out to me. Whether it's hey, I want to get highlighted, or hey, I'm struggling with getting to the gym, or starting to eat healthier. If I don't have the answer, I guarantee someone in Chattanooga does. And I guarantee that I will do everything I possibly can to get you the help that you guys all need and deserve.
Yeah, I love that. Guys, Ben's going to be down there, by the time this podcast airs, he will be down there.
Yeah, I will.
You'll be listening to this from Chattanooga. The events are, I think, a big deal. So if you got an event and you want some publicity, you want us to come out and do some media for it, let Ben know. That's, we do a lot of that here in Nashville. Matter of fact, we do it multiple times a week. We want to be that resource for y'all. We can come out. We come out and be support. We can come out and give you that media coverage, like I said. So let us know. We'd love to reshare it on the Instagram. We'd love to put it on the website and blow up your event and make it as big as we possibly can. And if you want to plan something, make sure you reach out to Ben as well.
Yes.
We are all about helping facilitate everything from soft openings and grand openings to fitness samplers, even can assist with some race planning and things like that. So Ben is your guy. We'll be working closely together. So we'll be able to, it won't be a one-man show.
No.
So I'm looking forward to what what's possible down there. I think that city needs it. I think all of Tennessee needs it. I'm excited to see if we can really change lives.
Yes.
In that way. So very, very excited for you. Thankful that you had the idea to want to do this. And I'm so pumped that it lined up the way that it did.
Stars aligned, and everything happens for a reason. So
yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. It'll be good. It's an already beautiful city. I love Chattanooga. The people there are amazing. Very respectful, nice, and very active.
Yeah.
So it's a great spot to do this. So I'm looking forward to it.
I might have to do some business trips down on the regular. I do love Chattanooga. There's so much to do.
There is.
Such a beautiful city. So, well, guys, we enjoy you. We thank you for tuning into this episode of the NFM Podcast. Words, I tell you. And make sure you look out for all the new things coming your way with Chattanooga, and pay attention to, and you'll see the app come out with both locations. So keep your eyes open for that. And we'll catch you on the next one.